gotta finish. What is it? We live,
Yeah, we here. We in the building low. We in the building
bro.
low.
This why
Some of
people
that.
hate us, dog. You ain't giving no intros. You ain't.
Go ahead, put some of that lo-fi. Go ahead, low. Go ahead and give him some of that music, low.
Nah, man. Because I thought we was finna get into. I
Yeah,
thought
but go ahead and let. I just want to cue him
you
up. Right?
ruined it, gang. You
Nah,
ruined it.
yeah, but low. Give him some of that lo-fi right quick.
Nah, man. Like you ruined it, bro. We was right. Like we could have came in right.
Well, low. Come on now.
How's that? How's
There
that?
we go. There we go. That's what I'm looking for.
Let me clean your mess up. How about that?
Please help me
Clean
out.
your mess up, bro. Because I'm loyal.
Yes, to the game. If you
Shout out
ain't
to
got the,
loyal.
if you don't got the apparel, you missing out.
Yeah. And we did not coordinate this. Let y'all know. We got camo and black and yellow on.
Because
And
it's a war outside, low.
it's nasty business out there. It's a lot of nasty work going on.
It is a
A lot
it
of
is
nasty
a lot
work.
of executive orders being passed.
I'm telling you.
He like I don't quite understand it. Who's giving this the executive powers like that? But
You know what? You need to relax.
listen to me.
There you go.
But listen,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know, and you're probably not here yet, but if you are, my name is Mark Nickens, aka 4040 Films.
Minnesota Mark.
Listen, there's a story behind every story. But if you are familiar with the gentleman to the right, that is my good buddy Low. We graduated full sail together back in the day, and we still rocking. So
Yeah. Give me my money back, Full Sail.
I didn't have to pay. Again, I was
Why didn't you have to pay?
because I used to be in the military. I was in the Navy, so I had the GI Bill.
So I paid your schooling.
No, 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 no.
Stop
No.
capping, dog. How's the GI Bill funded, dog? I've been a tax-paying citizen since I was about 15, bro.
Well, you lived a hard life if you was paying taxes at the age of 15.
Hey, it is what it is, gang.
So there's that, right?
I mean, thank you for like exposing my trauma, my hardships.
You had to work hard.
This what I just said is nasty work out here, man. Like you can't even share your life without your peoples kicking your back in, dog.
You started with the Minnesota Mark thing, so I gotta
Is that not a part of who you are, bro?
Is it that you didn't have to pay taxes at 15? Come on, all we are is Sarin troops.
All I try to do is be there for you, dog. That's it.
And if it hurt, if your troop hurt you, then I apologize.
Jay Reed, all I try to do is be there for you, dog. I ain't got no hookah today, man.
Oh man, you ain't got the go ahead, man. Spark up the hookah right quick.
I forgot to get my little, my little capsule today. I gotta get some more in, man.
So if you ever see my man just fall out of his chair and pass out,
yeah, this the hookah right here.
We're gonna be right back.
We be hitting the hookahs around here, man.
We'll be right back.
You know what? Somebody on the internet can take my joint and build me a hookah looking joint where it's gonna look like that, bro.
Man, I heard them hookahs were giving people like serious like lung infections.
Well, vaping do that. That's more vaping.
Well, nah, I'm just saying all that bacteria because some people be like, oh,
they don't clean them and wash them. Yeah,
I'm gonna just change the tip. Like some people be backwashing on them hookahs.
Hey, is it should dudes be doing hookah though? They keep talking about.
I've done them and I always felt weird doing it.
Why?
Man, y'all all blowing off the same tube. Come on, man. Hey, Diddy, that's crazy.
What if you had no? Because like that's the cheap ones. The real ones, if you go with middle,
you might get a. Hey, yo, this is
everybody wild. Get their own tube, gang. you shouldn't be hot swapping. That's
Yo, they do be hot swapping. They think keeping a little tip in their little ear or something.
nah, bro. That is you being cheap. Go get the right tools where everybody get their own individual joints, and you got yours. Mark, you got to start hanging out with some people that's elevating your game.
Nah, you know where my elevation goes. I'm gonna show you where my elevation goes.
I don't know. I saw about $15,000 worth of sneakers yesterday, so I know where a lot of it goes.
This is where I'm at now. I'm cigar.
Cubana,
Havana. You come on, man. You see it?
Okay. Let me see
how they do it on the internet.
Yeah, so the labels, like, yeah. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, you see the label, dog.
Little M series right here.
Where your humidifier at, though?
Oh, brother, it's right next to the desk.
All right.
Right next to the desk.
So, do you just smoke the cigars, or you pair it with like a brandy or a whiskey?
I just changed my drink on the Macallan.
Okay.
Yeah, when I first started drinking whiskey, I was drinking Jameson, and then I went up to the Black Barrel Jameson, and then I went out to eat one day with some guys for work, and I was like, "Yeah, let me get a Jameson." And he looked at me. He said, "Mark, you better up your whiskey game because that's cheap." I was like, "Oh damn,
that boy get money now."
So now he said, "Yo, like, if you're gonna start somewhere, Macallan." So Macallan gang right now.
There you go. So, I mean, here's the thing.
Off the hookah, man, onto the cigars, cigar bars, and golf courses, baby.
Okay. So you're becoming a middle-aged white man, is what you're saying. It's all good, man. It's a safe space, gang. We ain't mad at you, bro.
Ooh, Lord, this is gonna be something for the people.
Oh
man. You know something? You might be right.
Yeah.
You're right. Because you know what's funny? There was this assessment test that was given to me, or I took. They asked me. And it's like, what sports do you watch? What type of foods do you eat? Coffee or tea?
Okay.
What type of liquor? What type of beer?
You was getting an assessment.
I was getting an assessment test. What the hell was that? That was you?
You heard that?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my explosion, man.
Oh. That's
it's too long though.
It sounds like a wind tunnel.
Yeah.
I'm like somebody blowing in the.
Yeah, man. It's hard to find the right one. Like yours got this crackle in the top.
Oh my god! I'm like, who's blowing in the mic?
Yeah, I don't want the crackle, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to be able to. I just want a nice little. Boom. I need DDG's impact. See, that's too loud.
That was bad, bro.
See, all of those are long,
man. So anyway, the assessment test said that I was a Republican.
You are.
Versus
what kind of work do you do? Who you primarily work with,
bro? I do a lot of political campaign videos.
When you say political, what side of the fence is that?
The Republican side.
Okay, so you're right at home.
Yeah, I'm right at home. I'm a freelance videographer, so I have the opportunity to work on both sides of the fence.
But how often do you work with Democrats?
I haven't had a Democrat ask me to shoot for them. So
that's y'all. Wait. Y'all see how the narratives get shifted? Mark just said he's freelancing, that he works with both parties, but there's only one party that seems to be the one that Mark's with. It's not the Dems, it's the Republicans. Now he's drinking Macallan, smoking illegal cigars that you shouldn't have in America.
Well, I wouldn't say they're illegal cigars. Let's start. I'll work my way backwards. I don't think they're
You don't
illegal.
have any Cubans? I thought I saw a Cuban in that hand.
No, you. That's I see. What you thought you saw versus what you're saying is incorrect.
So if we were to go through each one of those one by one, truthfully,
we can. But my thing is, if you are incorrect, we can do Cash App $5 for everyone you're incorrect.
No, because you could withhold evidence.
How can I withhold evidence if we would label? We would do the whole. Oh, look at this.
Because you would just not pick it up.
I only have like 12 in my humidor. It holds 250.
Okay.
So
what's your favorite one right now? Or let me ask you this then. What is a good entry cigar for people who are wanting to get into smoking cigars?
I would probably start with a Connecticut blend. It's not dark and it's not too light. It's a mixture between dark and light. It's the both palettes that you can.
All right, so you got to remember, people who may not understand dark and light. Are you talking about dark being bitter versus light being sweeter?
Well, now,
because a lot of this, a lot has to do, to my understanding, with the leaves that it's rolled up with, the curation of the tobacco itself, right?
Yeah, all of that.
Your mic, what happened to your mic?
Right here, I had to turn it down because I was banging on the. So, for example, this one here, right?
Okay.
It's very dark. It's a dark blended cigar here, and that can really. It's kind of like coffee, right?
Okay.
It's like your coffee bean. So the darker the wrapper does also kind of hint on what's on the inside.
Yeah.
It's not like a chocolate one won't have a white woman on the inside.
Okay.
Right. Now you can go a tad bit darker, right? You can go you can go a tad bit darker and your filler will still be kind of light.
Yeah.
If you pull the wrapper off of this one here, you can kind of tell maybe.
Yeah, the coloration is different.
Right, the coloration is different from here, so it gets lighter. It gets lighter. You know.
Yeah.
You got some darks, you got some lights, right?
So what do you like landing?
It really depends on the night.
Okay.
Right. If you're a day smoker, if you smoke early morning, mid afternoon, and you want to have a cup of coffee, I would probably go with a darker cigar.
Okay.
To help with that coffee. And I thought coffee and cigars were like disgusting. I was like,
nothing with coffee is disgusting. Let's no. Because we're gonna have respect on this show.
Oh, we're gonna have respect for the coffee, absolutely.
Okay, I'm just
I had my cup this morning.
All right, what kind of flavor you had this morning?
I actually had a midnight dark roast.
Okay, what roaster?
I don't know. I got it from Aldi's. This is a new joint.
Okay, overseas.
Yeah, I'm a Aldi's shopper now. I don't really do.
I got to get you on Trade Coffee though. Trade Coffee is a subscription where it's like they send you like Netflix for coffee. So depending on what your flavor and what you like, they create a palette. And they send and curate you like different flavors based on that. Like I'll show you. Hold on. These are currently my recent two. Okay.
Okay.
This is a very like chocolatey caramel, like honey based. And then this one is more like peanut buttery. It's still got a chocolate note to it, but it is like, bruh, I would have probably never known these existed had I not been for Trade Coffee.
Right. Out of the two, which one are you leaning more towards?
I like this one. I'm gonna show you my favorite out of all of them, because I've been rocking with Trade. Like I'm almost this one right here. If you ever get a chance to try this,
I would if you send it over.
And get the Essence one. Okay.
Send that one over.
I'll see what I can do, my guy. I really want to see your take on it.
Little Ziploc bag.
And this is good as well. It had to grow on me. This is more of a South American base.
Yeah.
This one right here, nigga. This one right here.
Aloma Coffee.
I don't know what they do. And this one is dark chocolate, rich caramel, and roasted almonds. Oh man. Oh yeah, bro. But I'm bougie. I like coffee.
Yeah, you have a coffee maker in your studio, no?
So I have an espresso machine right here.
Mm-hmm.
I grind my own beans right over there.
Mm-hmm.
And I have an espresso machine right here as well.
Mm.
So sometimes I'm like when I'm really like feeling bougie.
Yeah.
I let the Nespresso take me to that elevated place. This is all you need right here.
Right there.
You see this?
Yeah, I see it.
That is all you need. Let me yeah, that right there. Come on, autofocus. Sony.
Pull back a little bit.
There we go.
So.
You just want to find me. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's the espresso cups. This is the haymaker right here. This is my tried and true.
Coffee and editing. Okay.
That's what you're gonna see most of the time in my hand, gang.
I got one for you, Playboy. Hold on. I got one for you.
Let me see so I can take it. You know what I mean? Okay, wait, whoa. Let me see what my boy got. Is that a prescription for coffee?
Hello.
Yeah, can't be mad at that, gang. Yeah. Can't be mad at that.
It's prescribed by Mr. Java Joe Espresso. Drink
okay.
By the mouth repeatedly until awake and alert.
So let me tell you how ingrained coffee is. So I have that. I also French press my coffee, right? Mm-hmm. So some days I want to slow grind I want to slow burn. So I also have my thermos right here where I put the reserve, keeps it hot for 24 hours. Premium insulation. That's always on the desk because we don't waste coffee around here. The coffee up here is like a good cigar. You don't, you got to see it through, man. You don't chunk you got to let that burn. Once that burn get going, man, you got to see it through.
Have you had a chance to smoke a cigar?
No, I have asthma, Mark. I try not to.
Well, I have sleep apnea, but that's not neither the case. But what I'm saying is, if there is a chance to pair those two in your lifetime,
You
keep
telling me just have it on standby?
keep it, yeah, keep your close by,
Yeah.
yeah. One time, I say try it one time, and have nothing to do for at least 2 hours after. When I
Okay.
first did it, I drank coffee first.
All
Coffee
right.
was something I found first, and coffee took a long time for my body to
Adjust to.
adjust to it because I used to put it on my tongue straight to the bathroom.
Yeah. Now
Now,
it is that.
now, if I don't drink coffee for 2-3 days, I got these headaches. Like, oh man, I know why.
Are you putting how do you take your coffee? Are you putting like sugary stuff in it?
Yeah, I have creamer.
You gotta. All right. So we.
See, I tried the black coffee is a tough.
All right. So here's what I want you to try, and I tell anybody. There's a certain coffee drink called the Cafe Au Lait. Cafe Au Lait. A Cafe Au Lait is black coffee with steamed milk. Now, I don't do dairy in my coffee. I like to do oat milk or almond milk. Okay. To me, oat milk sits a little better in the flavor. It doesn't like mask it. Cutting that will reduce some of the impact of that black coffee, where you may need a little more of it at first, but you'll start building a tolerance to where your body regulates on it. Because actually going to the bathroom, coffee does make you poop, but that's a good thing because it keeps you regular, especially at our age. But like being able to use the flavor, there's so many benefits like to just drinking black coffee, even in your food and your cigars. This is why it makes sense to you. Drinking that black coffee opens your palate to flavors, gang. So you spend money on these good cigars. You want that palate to be receptive to all of that flavor, man. Which is probably why, like, if I did smoke a cigar, it would probably give me a quick buzz because my palate is such a.
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh man, it's like
it's amazing.
I drink coffee and water.
Now, I was at Talladega 2 weeks ago. This is my second race this year. I went to Daytona a few weeks ago before that, but I was out there working and
on the track.
Well,
are you down like in the track area?
Yeah, I was in the track area.
Like how are you managing all that impact and pressure? Y'all have to wear earmuffs.
I did not.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I mean, it's only loud for 5-6 seconds when they go by you. The track is 2.5-3 miles long.
Yeah.
So they only and it gets real loud and then they're gone, and then 45 seconds later they come back.
I mean, it still only take you 2 seconds to tear your eardrums up, Mark.
Well, I used to be in the Navy and I worked on the flight deck, so I know about eardrums being ripped up from the F-15 fighter jets and the helicopters and all that. But never mind that.
But I'm just saying, like, so yeah. Your eardrum, like, it is what it is. I'm just saying.
I can hear. I have selective hearing though, so like when you talk slick, I can hear that.
Okay.
So, I had tried one of the sponsors for the NASCAR is Zone. Zone is like one of those tobacco patches.
Yeah.
Little dip that they put in, not the ones where people be spitting and it's all
yeah.
brown, but these ones are contained. Yeah, I put one in. It was peppermint, and it was burning my gums. The peppermint spice. I'm like, damn, this shit's tough. I switched and moved it to the overside, and I was like, yeah, I can't take this, so I threw it out. I'm talking about 90 seconds, maybe 90 seconds to less than a minute after I spit it out. Dizzy. That
Yeah.
nicotine shot through my system.
Yeah.
And I had to hold on to one of the guys. I'm like, bro, I feel lightheaded as hell. And it took about 30 minutes for the buzz to go away. But he was like, yeah, I was like, and y'all do this all day, every day?
Yeah.
Wake up and drop a. And
Well, for them, it picks them up quick. It absorbs quick.
it picked me up quick as hell. And thank
Yeah.
God I didn't keep it in any longer because I know that because I had to take a flight. I was flying home later on that day. I was like, yeah, that's I'll never do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a different kind of.
A lot of times people misjudge the impact, like, of things that are potent to the body.
Mhm.
Like, same thing with edibles, where people will, like, they'll tell you, oh, take like a pinch of this brownie. But in your mind, you think, oh man, clearly I could do more than a pinch. You may do like a Hershey's bar size and realize, oh, I've introduced something new to the chemistry of my body that now we got to try to figure out how to regulate. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I don't take a lot of medicine at all. So for me to take a like Tylenol Advance
Yeah.
or like Tylenol PM, bro, I'm cooked. Like, people who be dropping like 500 milligrams of like Motrin and other stuff, like, yeah, I take 1,000 milligram, 800 milligram. I'm like, bruh, nah,
Yeah, that's crazy.
like, that ain't my thing, gang. Like, but it speaks to the fact that, like, my body regulates itself. So it's no different than like coffee for some. Like, some people like, oh, coffee makes me jittery. That's because you never had, your body hadn't learned how to regulate it with it.
Yeah, how to use it.
Same thing with some people who may go smoke with you for the first time at a cigar shop. You get the right cigar, they nauseous and everything. They like, oh man, this thing made me, I don't like the way it makes me feel. It's like, oh, that's because your body is in like shock about how to navigate like this. Is something picking me up? Is, the nicotine, like all that, and you don't,
Mhm.
That's why I was asking you initially, what would be a good entry where you can get a slow burn, but it's probably not as potent. You know what I'm saying? In the experience where you can casually socialize and not be getting jacked up. But like some of my frat brothers, they avid. When I say avid cigar, like, them cigars be $100-some a stick. And I'm like,
I haven't done that yet. I want to do that for one of my birthdays. I've bought someone else $100 cigar.
Yeah.
I bought my homeboy $100, but I've never done it for myself. I would love to try that one time.
They said
because people do that with whiskey.
Yeah, bro,
What
I've
is that-
seen.
Wait,
I've
so
been with
in coffee,
clients.
what is that in coffee though?
There's some really expensive coffee as well.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What's the pinnacle? What's that coffee?
So there is like a coffee, and it's really kind of disgusting. There's a coffee they make with like bat droppings. No. Hear me out. Listen, man. So it's like a coffee that they make with like bat droppings. Because, like, apparently, like, where they grow it, bats.
Yeah, COVID started.
But
no. Isn't that how COVID started? Wasn't it bat droppings?
No, man.
Or was it monkey droppings?
It was like some bird stuff, they said. I don't know. But here's what I'm saying. The bat droppings like cause a different texture, like, and things to grow, like the way it's like
Yeah,
roasted out.
bacteria in the stomach. Yeah.
But they say it also like supposedly is almost like a hallucinogen in it, the experience.
Okay. I see where you're going.
So like you're not technically drinking doo-doo. It's just like the process.
Are you?
Hey, you be shocked, man, what people got going on. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, it's like a delicacy in this coffee. So something that people you can enjoy and not, at a high level. So
I mean, what, like, have you tried it? You know someone who has tried it?
no. Why one, I'm not I'm not wasting money on that. There's a lot of coffee underneath those tiers that you can have. And there's Mark, you are cooking us on this. What is going on?
I'm trying to get my what you call this right. There you go. I had to get my what you call it right. Come on, Lo. Stop killing me.
Y'all,
killing me, Lo.
Mark did not read the manual.
What manual? There is no manual, Lo.
This is why we're the most hated show on the internet.
Listen, you're right. You absolutely right. I don't know if they hate me or you. Either way,
I see a small rig light back there too. That's tough.
Yeah, man. One day,
but check this out. Look at the background, and then look at how it blends into your shot. Mm-hmm. It almost looks like an extension into the room.
Yeah, that's actually the toilet bowl back there.
I don't think you really meant to do that, but it works.
Well, I was just trying to put some light on my toilet.
Hey, man.
Since we talking about coffee and shit and bird dropping.
Absolutely, man.
And hallucinogens.
You can't have a man show without it, having some bathroom activity going on somewhere.
If this place was set up the way I wanted it to, most likely there's a house in my future within the next year or so. I'm living in an apartment. So there are things that are going to be necessary for me, and having a cigar room inside my house will be a top priority after getting the bathroom redone. So yeah, I would love to be able to smoke in my room and have it ventilated out, and those are the things that, like, getting older, you want to have.
Don't they have the little vent thing that you could just, like, where the exhaust comes, like you
want it to pull out the room and go outside. You don't want it to circulate over and over again, trying to re-clean stuff. You want it to suck and go out. And those units might cost about $5,000. But
I mean, you got about 20,000 in J's in there. Won't you get rid of some of them ones in there and go make yourself happy, man? How many ones does a brother need?
Until he has the ones that he wants. I'm only 2 pair away from having the ones that I want, and then I can stop. And I haven't bought any more. I haven't bought the ones that you saw yesterday. Wasn't anything brand new, meaning recently, the last few years. Now you saw some things that I bought that recently dropped again, but ones, there's like,
what's your bucket list? What's like the golden? What's your your white whale?
The the ones that just came out again, the Jordan 1 breads, like the black and red version. And they were only released to like certain areas and certain people got them.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of the bucket lists, and then the other
Okay.
ones would be the shattered backboards. They're actually orange and black. That I can
They're,
still,
they're a myth.
yeah,
Yeah, it's hard to find those.
yeah. Those are the only two that I want, and then I am completely done.
And I remember yesterday you have the Spider-Man joints, right?
No, I have the lost and founds,
Oh, okay.
which is wild because I actually had those in 1995. No, 94, 95, 1994, 95 is when I went to high school. And
Okay.
they had re-released them. And I think I bought them for like $20. The mall had this thing during like back to school season where they would do, I think it was called like hallway shopping. So
Yeah.
the store would extend itself into the hallways and get rid of some extra stuff. And I bought some J's. Hold on now.
Y'all, let me tell you something. If you're spending all that money on sneakers like Mark, get some insurance on them. Your house catch fire, something like you can replace them. Maybe you can, but it's gonna cost. Mark has a problem though. He's addicted to sneakers, especially ones. I'm glad you could. Yeah. You have a problem. You have an addiction, brother. And it's, as your boy, I gotta help you figure out how to overcome this addiction, man. You can't even wear all them shoes, gang. And then the ones you did look horrible. They were nasty work, dog. The fact that you on a golf course at any point in time in ones is nasty business.
Okay. So I do have a pair of one golf shoes.
Where they at?
Oh, I'll break them out for you. Hold on, right quick. You know me, Playboy.
Oh man.
So
Here we go.
these are the golf joints. Completely different bottom.
Different
Waterproof.
traction.
Yeah, for traction and waterproof. These are the ones that I wear for golf. I don't play them all that much, but I do have a problem, and tell you that.
What other colorways do they have for the golf joints?
Oh man, they got so many colorways, man.
Same price?
Huh?
They the same price as regular ones?
Yeah, just about. Yeah.
So you almost paying like 200 for?
160, 160,
So
170.
north of one over 150.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But I mean, you are right. But again,
How much does stock go for, Mark?
Nike stock, I think it's at $65 if I'm correct. Still,
So how much Nike stock you got?
I don't have any Nike stock.
You see what I'm saying? You see where the problem lies?
No, I don't see what a I
So
don't see the problem.
you won't buy Nike stock before you buy Nike sneakers.
Well,
Do you feel like that is the best decision as a father?
no, I don't think it's 58.45. No,
So it's even less.
yeah, it's even less.
So you can almost get 3 shares for a pair of sneakers,
Yes,
but you have no stock.
I don't have any Nike stock. No, I do not. Don't have any Nike stock.
How many pairs roughly did you show yesterday? Had to be 15.
20.
15, 20. Let's just lowball it. 15.
Don't need
15, 15 times almost 3. You know what you would be getting from other people like you, Mark, in the stock market?
Not much, but something.
I mean, it would grow over time.
I mean, it's a little FX3 camera body, maybe.
I mean, it's some change.
It's about a camera body.
It's something you could pass down nicely.
Well,
I mean,
I
if you
was
could get
able to pass them down.
15, 20 stocks in that, it's not a bad addition to the portfolio for you, for the future.
No, it's not a bad idea.
I mean, we could even do Minnesota Mark new out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, executive. No, I listen, Lo. You are saying the correct things. I promise you, and I'm not pulling back from what you're saying.
But you just rather buy the shoes than the stock. Just own it, Mark. Mark, just own it. Just own it. Yeah.
At times, yes.
Yes.
At times, yes.
Okay.
Can I do better? Should I do better? Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. But then again, I also tell you I don't indulge in it as I can or as I should.
Because you can't take it with you.
It's not, I can't take it with me, but
yes, you might as well enjoy it. Spend it all.
I'm in my cigar and whiskey phase.
F them kids is what you're saying.
F them kids?
That's what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah.
No, because you still have to have life insurance. Right? My son can't wear my shoes because his foot's bigger than mine. He's about 15. So the sneaker game transfer has shifted power. Right? But the one thing you can do is have life insurance.
Okay.
Granted, I'm in a plane, falls out of the sky, get hit by a car. 300,000 a piece.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Throw daddy's shoes away or give him the Salvation Army.
A lot of times they end up in the trash or somebody's Goodwill, man. You know.
Right.
We keep it
are you a Goodwill guy? I'm a Goodwill guy.
Oh yeah, facts.
Oh man, I'm in Goodwill couple times a week.
Yeah.
I go to all of them.
Yeah. I thrifting is so underrated, dog.
Absolutely. What are you in there looking for though?
Just something that will fit my style.
Yeah.
China has recently taught us that it's all a facade, dog. Like, people don't really understand how factories work. Like, if my factory specializes in handbags, what do you think I'm gonna have as clients?
Mm-hmm.
Cats who make handbags. Now, I may use a better material for some, but it's all made in the same factories, dog.
Oh yeah, they're all made in the same factories for sure. For sure. I mean, I had a Chinese supplier when I was selling hats, and I made a good ton of money. I actually stopped because I was tired of going to the post office and shipping and packing. It's like, this is exhausting. As a one-man team,
Yeah.
It's exhausting. And I was doing this when Instagram kind of first just popped, and you could put a post up and half the world to see it.
Oh yeah, man.
Now it's like you put up a post and maybe your mama might see it 3 days later.
Nigga, you won't even see it. I had to go to my grid to make sure it posted.
Listen, so yeah, your event's over by the time social media shows it to the people, unless you pay.
Yeah. Even then, man, it could be tricky,
Yeah, it's a nasty world out here.
Nasty work, gang.
Real nasty work.
Nasty work.
For sure.
What you?
Um,
I mean, nature of the beast, man.
yeah. Look though,
Talk to me.
I wanna show you something.
All
Um,
right,
and hopefully it ain't nasty work when I present it, because you know how.
Mark. Set the background as the background.
No, I actually gotta remove it.
That's because you probably have it. Do you have it as a background?
Nah, it just put up as like a PNG type jump, and then um like if I try to add it to stage, it says first I gotta remove it and then add the joint right there. So I think that's the work right there. That's the
So
work.
right now you cannot add a background to this. Is
Nah,
what you-
but I can do it like this.
Oh, you know. Oh, you know why? That's because you have a free account.
Uh,
Yeah.
so next time we're gonna run this one. So here we go.
Hold on. Let me bring the groove down. There we go.
Yeah. It's about 8 minutes long. Let's rock with it. It's a little movie, a little short film.
Somebody you know?
Nah, I don't know this person. It's just one of my favorite ones.
All right.
Next.
Is it too loud?
Nah.
We lost our luggage.
Dude, my remote.
Jacket and lighter.
My left glove. Next.
What? You can't talk to me like that. Where's your manager?
There's my manager, princess. Next.
I lost my soul.
Sold out.
She lost our kid.
Again?
Lost my virginity.
Get the hell out. Let me see my temper. I lost it. Mr. Coons, your temper's on its way. It'll be here in half an hour. I will wait. Here.
It was Harry's, you know. He was always losing things.
Do I look like a piggy bank?
Pardon?
What is this? You expect me to watch you count this? You know what, Granny? Just go. Yeah, go. Get out. Go. Next.
Excuse me, can you help me, sir?
There's a line, kid.
Please, I'll miss my bus.
Tough luck. Come back later.
Please?
Hey, I was next in line.
No, Reverend. I think this is. What the hell? Hey, shut up. All right, Red Riding Hood, make it fast.
I lost just one memory.
Okay, I've got a lot back there. What's yours about?
Well, I can't remember, and it's my favorite memory, and I lost it.
If you can't remember what you lost, how am I supposed to find it?
Hold on. Let's sort this out. How about this memory? Good one, yeah? About your friends then? Or your family?
My family, I think.
I'll see what I can find under family.
What else?
If it helps, the best memory I have is on the coldest 4th of July in the history of the world. And you know what I'll never forget? The colors.
So what you thinking about so far?
I mean, they're leading us to a
All right,
punch
I'll
line.
take you through that mess until you can be more specific.
Kid,
Be very specific.
She remembers the color.
Red, I think there was red.
Where are you people coming from?
And you said snow, yeah?
Yeah, like New
They
Year's
shot
or
great,
Hanukkah
though.
or Christmas or
child actors cooking.
Family, the color red, and Christmas. Are 3 clues enough?
See?
Got a lot of extras in it as well.
Bruh, so that's a crowded set.
Yeah. This ain't a one-man band.
Nah. Some of the cinematography though is a little.
I can't find it. It's not there.
Did you?
I hate to cut off your fun, Sherlock, but it ain't there. Now go, catch your bus, Red Riding Hood.
But I could help you.
No.
If I have to wait another minute, I'm going elsewhere. Hear me?
So when's that temper coming?
Yeah, I heard it wouldn't be for another hour.
Oh, come on. That's not true. Mr. Coons, that's not true. You're a liar. A liar. Ah! Someone grab a rope. Hey. What's your problem?
I just want my memory back.
It's not here. It's not here. Okay, now I'm going to call the police and they can talk to your mom.
No, wait.
It'll be
My
a
mom.
blanket,
It's
is that
about
what
my
it is?
mom. I know it is.
I don't care. I don't have a single memory about my mom and I'm doing fine.
But it's my best one.
Have you ever heard of a memory player?
They got Buddy tied up back there.
Yeah.
Found it.
Nice.
Is this really my memory?
You tell me.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. It's a lot of setups.
Oh yeah.
Her people were killed.
It was the neighborhood Santa Claus.
Mm.
Today. It was Ricky Smiley.
No, get the hell away from me! No, come! I've been told to shoot people! I'm not acting. I'm leaving. I'm not your home. I'm not your house. Wait, don't. And this is not my home. Don't let me go! Honey! Pathetic!
Some people are using that word pathetic.
Yeah. You're a different type of chick. You can look at your kid and walk away.
That's the one. That's what she looks like. How much?
You can just take it.
Just take it.
Oh. Okay.
Your bus.
Thank you. Thank you a lot.
Mm.
You know who that is? You crying over there?
Come on, gang.
I saw you wipe your tears just now, Black.
Nah, dog. Especially not over like this. They got real problems in the hood, dog.
Ah. Yeah. So it's
So-
a
Well, let me ask you this: what do you feel was the point of the story?
I don't know if it was like holding on to that one good memory you got
Before she left.
That one good memory before you lost your grandmother. That one memory before you lost your parents, your moms, your dad, someone close to you. Right.
Okay.
I have a lost memory, but it's not lost because I still remember and I still think about it. It was 3 years ago. It was a Thursday. almost to the date. It was
Okay.
May 13th, May 12th, May 12th, 3 years ago. My best friend passed away on Friday the 13th, May.
Mm.
Kendrick's album dropped. He was a huge Kendrick fan, but prior to that, he was in the hospital, and was complaining of chest pains, and they was doing tests on him, and then he had got out Thursday afternoon. I spoke to him. I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna hop in the shower. I'm gonna call you back." My
Yeah.
day got busy. I didn't talk to him for the rest of the day. Friday morning, Friday the 13th, Kendrick died. I called him. He didn't answer. Crazy. Man, you gonna answer the phone? Like, he didn't answer. I'm sitting out having a cigar, smoking a cigarette. I mean, having a cigar, having coffee out in the front porch. And something told me, God was like, "Yo, I need you to go to your storage unit and go grab your suit. You're gonna need your suit." I'm like, "Okay." Don't know why, but I listened. I was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
we gotta hop in the car. I gotta go to the storage unit to grab my suit from out of there." She's like, "All right, cool, let's do that." As I'm on my way to go get my suit, his wife calls me and told me he passed away.
That's crazy, gang.
So my memory is me thinking about Friday the 13th, and then my son's birthday is 2 days after that. So I had to go to my son's birthday party 2 days after losing my best friend and
Yeah.
try to keep it together.
Keep it a buck.
So those are memories. I lost my dad 2 years ago, going on 3 years ago. You know, so those are like little things like you might forget. Like, I remember when my ex-wife had my daughter in the hospital. I remember those things.
Yeah.
So the thing is like holding on to things, man, that are dear to you. Right.
Yeah, that's and I do like that they did a great job depicting like the selective things and the silly things in hindsight that we seek out to find. I lost my temper. When will I get it back?
Yeah.
Like, that's something you shouldn't probably be losing. Or, just you had people in there looking for like memories of people who were once there, and like maybe time did escape you. All these things, And then here comes this little girl who's just wanting to remember the one good thing about her mom.
What she looked like. I forgot.
Yeah. That's how long she been gone, where I don't even know what your image looks like. That's crazy. Yeah.
That happens in the hood.
More than most.
I don't know what my daddy looked like. I just know
He
he
should have had little Terrell. Little Terrell should have been there, like looking for a memory of. Like, I just want to know what he looks like, who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Should have been a DNA machine back there. You know what I'm saying?
I remember him holding me as a baby, but I was like 1, but I don't. And then I remember my mom and him yelling. Like, as 1, I remember this, but I don't remember what he looks like because my mother removed all the pictures from the house.
How do you think that would feel if your daughter's mother erased any image of you?
Well, I would be pissed. I would hopefully be pissed the same way that people should feel about Trump trying to erase Black history.
Yeah.
Right. I don't take that lightly at all. I do not take that lightly.
So do you is it safe to say that you don't buy his efforts to create one race?
No. Absolutely not, because we're not one race.
The human race, dog.
Sure. But that's not one race.
It could be if we all concede to it.
No, it won't happen.
You don't think?
Mm-mm. So when you run a race for the Olympics, the 100 in the Olympics, and you run in a 100-meter race, is it not people from all walks of life across the country?
It is.
So it's not one race. It's one race being ran.
Maybe
But
that's what he's looking to do. Make
But
it one
it's
race.
not.
being
It's
run.
not all just Jamaicans running that race, is it?
But I mean, that's location game. Think about it.
This is Earth is a location.
Earth is a location.
There will not be just one race, regardless. It's not happening.
I mean, in truth, you could. I mean, you honestly could. Repurpose the thought and make everything just one. Everything. We could just all be earthlings.
We will be Earthlings once they come to destroy it.
I mean, but what if they like? I'm just saying, as a unified front, why can't we all just be earthlings, dog?
The closest thing we got to Earthlings is Republicans, Democrats, and Independents. That's the three separate races that there are. If you want to get as close to race as possible.
But I mean, truthfully, that only works in America, so you can't say that. We're talking about on a global scale, bro.
Okay, sure.
England still has a kingship, queenship, parliament. Like, you know.
I don't know how that works. So I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to.
I mean, we have similarities. You know, I mean, this, you know, America can like, or the whatever founding fathers didn't want to abide by the English system anymore, which is why they wanted to be from under the thumb of the kingship and rule. So they came here, and we know how that story went.
Yeah,
I'm not laughing at this. Like, you know,
right.
Wiping out anybody, the genocide of any culture is rough.
Yeah, it's. I feel bad for what they call the indigenous, the American Indians.
But like, there's no right way to say it, because you're gonna upset somebody in some group, some way.
For sure, that's why we're the most hated show on the internet.
So
sometimes you have to just spit it out, pause to.
No, but here's what I'm saying.
Tiptoeing.
People.
I got to get a sound effect of tiptoeing.
So you got people that's talking about Gaza and Palestine and those areas, right? But do you know a lot of the history of how they were even equipped, like, stems back to England? So England funded a lot of the like issues between them, like giving certain ones weapons and guns and etc. Of course, America has played their part in it. But it's like, why can't they, like, is it the best thing for other people to get involved in their business? Like, why are we interjecting ourselves in their issues?
Well, I think it goes back to this thing I was watching on Netflix a few days ago about why we was over there in Vietnam.
Yeah.
They thought, they meaning we the Americans, was it JFK? What other president was popping at that time? Um, I don't want to say the wrong thing, but at the time the government felt like whatever was happening in Russia was going to spill over into Vietnam and keep going west, and they were just going to keep taking over territories and then probably spreading over to Africa and then find their way to the US. And they was like, nah, we got to help put a stop to whatever was happening. So we interject thinking we were doing something for um for their sake. That's why I think we interject, because we think, oh, they're gonna, if we don't do this, there's a good chance that it's gonna harm us. Or so that's what I said. I just think we're always in a fucking way. We're in the way.
One of my biggest fears, man, is we've done so much damage to other places for less, right? And now we got our house is on fire, and like what is happening with deportation? What is happening with like the cultural divides? What if China said, we want to come save African American people or Hispanic people from being wrongfully handled, even when it was all the cop stuff, and it was a lot of unnecessary killing in our community.
Yeah.
You think China couldn't have said, hey, we're not gonna stand for this. This ain't happening. And could have came over here and got active. They probably could have.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just feel like we always make it seem like we are the righteous hand of judgment. And a lot of times it's like, man, we need to be fixing our own internal.
Well, that's what a lot of people are doing now. Like, that's why a lot of black people are not going out there and protesting for this DEI.
But I mean, you served your country. You bled.
Well, I serve my country for a purpose, though.
For whatever the case is, you suited up.
I had an individual goal.
Did you ever see War Times?
Yes, 2004 to 2007. Yeah, it was.
You was in the Afghan stuff.
Well, yeah, it was in the Navy though. I was in a safe space.
Yeah, nah, because y'all was out in that water shooting them onto land.
Well, no, I was on a aircraft carrier. So we didn't pop off with the missiles. So
y'all just had the birds going up.
Yeah, we set the fighter jets to come back, load them up with ammunition and fuel, and they come back empty with no rockets and no bullets.
Did you feel any remorse or regret about what was going on to the people of that area?
At the time, no.
Hindsight?
I don't like war. Sure. Hindsight, sure. But I also went in after 9/11. 9/11 is my Veterans Day, or you know how some people go hard for like Memorial Day and Veterans Day, and they be like, oh my gosh, I'm more about that with 9/11 because I remember it. That even to like talk about 9/11, I tear up because it's not to watch those people jump out of those buildings to try to save themselves from burning.
Yeah.
Because you know the outcome once you hit that ledge, there was no coming back. So that just bothers me. So anyway.
So I mean, even
for 9/11, but it was an easier reason to go in. I was a young father and I had a daughter that I needed to feed. And girlfriend soon to be wife that I had to take care of. So I did it because I needed to.
But what would you say to people who would ask, does the means justify the end?
Well, that would determine on the president at the time or the House, right? You don't have to go to war. You don't have to.
So as a soldier, you're saying when you signed up, you no longer had a choice.
Right. On where you went and what you did.
Now, I will say this. I stand with the military all day. I believe like they keep us safe. A lot of the freedoms we have, be it not for the military presence that we have,
Mm-hmm.
the country we know would not exist. Like our freedom to do what we're doing right now would not exist. There's very few places in the world where citizens actually have the freedom to say what they want, discuss what they want, and voice that without penalty.
Right.
So, I want to make sure like it is understood that I stand with that. And the same thing with police. I think the need for police is, I think a lot of the things that have gone on could be in both parties could be probably better suited and regulated.
Yeah.
But that's above my pay grade. You know what I mean?
Do you think that policing should be policed by the colors of your peers?
Why? Here's what
police officers should be.
No, so here's what I've kind of looked at. In so many other places in the world, cops are not heavily armed. You know why? Because there's not access to many weapons as there are in America. We love our guns because cats know they be doing the most.
We love guns because they told us we can have guns.
No. But here's what I'm saying. If I know that I am within the nature to be the antagonizer,
right?
You better believe I'm going to write a clause that allows me to protect myself at all times.
Yeah.
Like I tell anybody, I want the documentary or the movie on the making of the Constitution. It is, outside of the Bible, one of the most well-written and executed documents man will ever know. And they made it to the point where it takes an act of God to amend it or change it. Bro, we talking about in the 1800s, 1700s, these ideas were being established.
Right.
We're in 2025 and that document. Because when was the Constitution written? 1856, somewhere in there? Let's see. Hey Siri, when was the Constitution written?
Constitution of the United States was formed September 17th, 1787.
Yeah, that's why I said the 1700s. Like, gang, today that is still in play. Regardless of technology, regardless of status of the country, regardless of what, that document, tell me one other document like that still holds true today.
I couldn't tell you.
Like, that's what I'm telling you. The only other thing that are like religious artifacts and books. Outside of that, bro, them dudes were geniuses, gang. You really had to. I hold these truths to be self-evident that, bruh, what? Oh,
Have you ever been to DC?
yes, man. Yeah.
I
My dad was, we weren't super wealthy, but my dad was very big on making sure he took my sister and I on a trip every year. So even when we were kids, we had pictures in front of the White House. I remember standing in front of the Lincoln Monument, the Washington Monument. It just felt like a surreal place, even as a kid, right?
Yeah.
And then like you grow up where like cats make you believe that our rights were equally given. You don't get in trouble, you abide by the law, you do these, you become a voting and tax-paying citizen. Like, you can live your dream, like the American dream. And then you start seeing discrimination. And I remember being a kid when Rodney King got his tail whooped on national TV.
Yeah.
And I was so scared because that was the first time I saw cops look like gangsters. They look like a violent gang of people. The way they beat that brother. And then you think about, as you get older, what if the cameras weren't there? Or pre-technology? I was also in junior high when there was a black man literally lynched in Mobile, Alabama, an hour away from me. Like they strung him up and hung him, dog.
What year was this?
Just Google man is lynched in Mobile, Alabama. Had to be like early 90s, somewhere in there, 93, 92.
Okay, this is teen suspected of shooting death. Man arrested for allegedly stabbing his wife. Okay, Mobile gets busy, I see.
Yeah.
Look, it's okay, let me refresh.
Or look up black man hung in Mobile, Alabama. 1990s. But it was crazy. The stuff you see, man. The stuff you endure.
Lynch of Michael McDonald.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
What year was that? 92?
It says 81.
No, that wasn't no 81.
It says a lynching of Michael McDonald in Mobile, Alabama on March 21st, 1981 was one of the last reported lynchings in the United States. Several KKK, Ku Klux Klan members beat Michael McDonald, 19-year-old African-American, and then hung his body from a tree. So, yeah.
Nah, there was another case. Sadly, it's sad that I be having to say this. But a lot of it too was them trying to cover it up.
Right.
Because the reason I know this is because some of his family attended my father's church. So, like, it was a real count of what was going on.
Right.
And that's something you don't forget when you are a teen and you find that like someone you knew was lynched, dog.
Yeah, this is what I was referring to. And
But even this though, look at this. This is 1981.
Yeah, I've heard of Michael McDonald, but never knew what it was about. Like, you know, like people like rap songs or whatever, or they just throw out a name. Yeah, remember what happened to Michael McDonald? And I'm like, no, I don't. But here today, now I do.
Or you know what? Maybe this is the same thing. Maybe the story was
different.
No, one of the guys that killed him was hung in 97.
Oh, one of his killers.
Yes, was executed in 97. So maybe because of that, the story comes back to light.
He was executed
in 1997 by electric chair. And then his boy survived because he testified against Hayes. So he took a deal first.
Okay.
It's crazy.
I didn't know that.
Crazy game. But even the 81, like that
was yesterday.
Bro, that's within our lifetime.
Yeah, 81. I was
like 2 or 3.
Old head ass. Give it up for the old heads. Give it up for the old heads in the building. We still out here.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully, we can, I really, enjoyed this time with you today, Lo.
Yeah, I got, we just tested the format, dog, but I love that our banter is solid.
Right.
We can navigate a number of things, and
we ain't gotta sit in one place.
Nah, man.
We definitely ain't gotta sit in one place. It'd be nice though to have a just maybe one starting point, and then we
cook from there. Yeah, like
we cook from
the main thing being a main thing.
Yeah. And then we just fucking straight rabbit hole.
Yeah.
All the way to the end of the race. But I definitely think we need to put a timer on this because
we'll chop it up all day.
You guys seen we've been off going on an hour 30. We was on 2
and
hours.
We've been on for a minute.
12:15?
Yeah.
Almost
11:15 is when we jumped. It was
12. You
was 12. Yeah.
So 3. We went on for 3 strong, and y'all just getting this hour 30 out of it. It's 90-minute movie.
Yeah.
40 and low. Like, listen, sir. Let's definitely tap back in.
I like this though, and then once we both get
next one's on you. Next one's on you. Yeah, next one's on you.
Send me the background.
Yeah, next one's on you because I gotta change the bias.
Yeah, because you trash with this, bro. Like we gotta get you skills. You gotta get your skills up. You gotta practice a little more, man. Like, bro, the transitions be all.
Oh, because you got the low with the switches on Black Magic Switch over here.
I'm just saying, bro. You got the background be just all naked and stuff. Like, bro, we professionals, gang. Come on, man.
Come on, listen. I'm glad it's unlisted, but if you happen to see it,
it's live on mine. I want y'all to see.
Yeah. Okay. Listen.
Yeah.
Once and I'm kind of afraid of putting a dummy battery in my camera too. I don't want to.
Man, get your setup right, gang. You got too much gear for this. Like, it's a dummy battery in that one, bro.
Yeah. Next we're gonna have a online sneaker sale. We're gonna sell.
Yeah, we gonna raise this capital, dog. You got a problem. I'm gonna help you out, though.
Hey, I'm gonna need a baggie of that coffee though in the mail.
This one right here.
Yeah, just like at least a 20-ounce piece.
This right here, nigga.
Yeah, just a couple of scoops. Let me make one brew cup.
let you pair it with one of your
Subscription.
guards,
What is it called again?
your sticks. Alma Coffee,
No, the subscription.
Trade Coffee.
Trade Coffee. Listen, Trade Coffee, y'all in here. You got a guy.
See if we can get a sponsorship, man.
Man, we just gotta say coffee at the beginning of the episode, and then it'll trigger the algorithm. Like, oh, these guys talking about coffee.
Hey, man, cigars and coffee.
Caffeine and nicotine.
Yes. Nature's two subtle ladies.
Yeah, caffeine and nicotine. I'm gonna try to go swing some golf clubs today.
There you go, man. Get outside, man. Get your little earthy in, man. It's raining here, so do it for me.
Yeah, nah, palm trees is palming. I do gotta get back to this.
Y'all gotta enjoy it till hurricane season come.
Man, it'd be quick. I don't be doing that.
Yeah, man.
This is where it rains every day at 3:15 though. Like,
do you cart or do you do the real man's game and walk all the holes?
Man, I only walking 9 holes. I'm not walking a whole 18. You see my back and my knees? I need a bacchiotomy.
I just thought you was true to the, thought you was true to the art, man.
True to what? Bag of woods in them, man. Look, man. If I pay $60 round, this is my golf buddy right here. Let me see, Louis V. What's going on? We still trying to swing them sticks? Yeah, man. I'll probably be good to go head out that way in about 30 minutes. 30 minutes? Yeah. Okay. How far is the place? It's probably about, with the traffic, about 30 minutes.
Hey y'all, we gonna see if he gonna put them J's on them ones out there.
No, I'm not putting the ones. You wanna go straight that way, or you want to see where it is according to where you at? Well, if you say you're gonna head out in the next 30 minutes, I'm thinking it probably would be best for me to head straight there. Okay. Well, let me. I'm gonna send you the Addy right quick. All right, brother. Yeah. Look at that, on time, y'all. As I said,
there you go. Perfect segue out, man.
Listen, all right, brother. Low. Till next time.
Peace and coffee, gang.
All right, don't forget to follow us both on the medias.
Peace. Yes. Peace.
Okay, you know what? You need to relax.
We out.
Yes, sir.